Let's go to the crazy listing story, right? So you mentioned to me, and we also like to know a little bit some crazy stuff that came up in a real to life. And you mentioned to me the bonsai tree problem listing.
This just cracked me up, and it cracked up everybody that was on this deal. So, long story short, I had the buyers. There was a listing in Connecticut. This was probably 10 years ago now. And we did the final walkthrough before the closing. The closing was at 9 a.m. the following day. We do the final walkthrough.
And everything was completely sharp, right?
Everything was fine. The house was fine, ready. They were really excited. And the listing agent called me and said, the sellers would like to come back and get their Japanese maple tree in the front yard. That's actually like a full-blown tree that's probably 15 feet high and maybe 10 feet wide.
Wow.
And I said, no, they're not coming back to dig up a tree. And the buyers were like, absolutely not. And sometimes people do take like a memorial tree or something, but they usually put it in their inclusion list at the beginning. So she keeps going back and forth with me. And I said, I'm telling the buyers if they really want this tree. And they're like, absolutely not. And I'm like, no, I agree with you. So the next morning, the buyers called me and said, we feel really uneasy. We feel like they've done something. We're going to go over to the house. I said, fine, I'll meet you there. So we went there about 45 minutes before closing. I'm driving down the road, and coming at me is this like huge F-350 pickup truck.
Can you imagine?
Literally a tree just totally engulfed with a tree. And the tree is bouncing around, and like all I can see is like just the headlights, and the whole thing is just covered.
And she's running. Oh,
and
my
I'm like,
tree!
you got to be kidding me.
Turn that around.
They went and dug up this tree, which is probably not going to live now because you really, I mean, this was a mature tree. So
did they just leave a big hole? They put some tree in place.
They kind of like put some dirt, and the buyers.
They didn't even replace the tree.
They were livid.
Wow.
So we go to closing, and we're all like kind of scratching our head, like, what are we going to do? So we now spend the next like 2 hours calling garden centers to see how much a Japanese maple at a such and such age might go for. So we had to get like 3 quotes. They had to give a credit. We were sitting there on this conference table for hours.
The tree thief.
About the tree. I'll just never forget That's
pretty cool.
I didn't know that we can do this.
That's pretty cool.
Selling house. So Jay, if I'm selling my house, I would like to get my pizza oven.
What do you want? That's your tree.
That's my tree, my pizza oven, my barbecue.
The pizza oven.
From outside kitchen, this is comforts me.
That's why we overpriced his house, so that damn pizza oven.
And my yoga room too. Okay,
$150,000 pizza oven.
I want to know how much people use these pizza ovens. I see them out by the
He didn't cook me one pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. One pizza.
Well, every time he walked around, he's like, "Look at my pizza oven."
One time. I will do more.
Yeah. Oh, you will do more.
Yeah, I'll do more.
They want to take it with them, but they've never used it.
It was like beautiful memories with the kids. Everybody's doing a pizza.
He's like, Jay, on my listing, put pizza oven included. It's like, they'll pay extra for that.
Yeah, right.